everyone. Today on my channel, I'm going to be making a coffee almond bread in my bread maker. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, stay tuned for the recipe. And if you're new here, hit the red subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, I always appreciate a thumbs up, and hit the bell so you're notified of every video I upload. All right, let's get into the recipe. Okay, so into the pan first, we're going to be adding our water. The water is a half a cup plus 2 tablespoons. Then we're going to be adding our milk powder, which is 1 tablespoon. Then we're going to be adding almond extract. The almond extract is 1 1/4 teaspoons. And I'm using Watkins. There's the 1. And 1/4. It's really odd for me to be using almond. My go-to is usually that good Mexican vanilla, you all know. All right, next in the pan, we're going to be adding instant coffee granules. And we're going to be adding 2 teaspoons of those. There's 1 and 2. The next ingredient is the salt. We're going to be adding 3/4 teaspoon, which I already have it measured out. Then 3 tablespoons of sugar, I have pre-measured. 1 tablespoon of softened butter. It's very softened. I want to get all my butter in there. Then we'll be adding our bread flour. And the bread flour is 2 cups. This makes a 1-pound loaf. It doesn't make a big loaf. And there's our 2 cups. And the last thing we'll be adding is our yeast. And this recipe does call for bread machine yeast. So I don't know if you have active dry yeast, or you could probably use a rapid rise yeast, I believe would be okay. I would probably choose that if you didn't have bread machine. So we're going to do 1 1/2 teaspoons of bread machine yeast. There's my half. I didn't make my little hole. I'm slacking. And 1. I'll put the 1 in the little divot there. Okay. We have all our ingredients in the pan. Now we're just going to sit it into the bread maker. Lock it in. We're going to be choosing the white bread setting, and that is already on there. My crust color, I'm going to choose light and start. And it says 3 hours and 25 minutes, so we'll be back. Okay, so just went off. Uh-oh. So I say she don't want to come out. Oh. And the paddle is buried this time, so I'll have to get that. Oh boy, she buried. She baked real far in there. But whew, we're going to leave this to cool. I'm going to dig out the paddle, and then we'll be back to taste it in a minute. So here it is, pretty cooled off. I did have to do some deep digging for that paddle, but that just reminds me not to go do errands while my bread is in the bread maker baking, because I don't hear the buzzer for the paddle attachment, because they do have a little beep that tells you when you can take the paddle out so you don't have the big hole in the bottom of your bread. But I was going to do an errand, so anyway, it's okay. It'll all eat the same. So let's cut into it. Mmm. So soft. Mmm. You can smell that little bit of that coffee in there and the almond extract. So let's slice up me a piece. Just going to do a thin piece. It's very tender. Oh yeah, I love almond extract. You can taste it in here. Mm-hmm. And that little bit of hint of coffee. It's really a nice combination. I hope you try this one at home. And if you do, leave me a comment. And if you have a bread recipe that you wouldn't mind sharing, put it down in the comments below. Thank you again for watching. And until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.